Alright guys, 505RC here with you guys. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's everybody. Got a light kit for the Sport right here. Part number is 8085. Comes with everything for the Sport. So I'll be installing that maybe today before I go to work. And show you guys how it looks on the body. There's the masking tape. Alright guys, I'm going to get to it. I'll mask it, show you guys, and then show you with it installed. There you go guys, here's the instructions on how to, whoop, sorry, I'm trying to hold that on the phone. Quit moving. Here you go, here it shows you how to wire it up. And all that gives you, what is that? Oh, how to install it and all that stuff, the grill and the tailgate and whatnot. Which of course you got that masking tape right there. Then it shows you what else they have. Of course, how to install that, how to put the braces and all that behind it. And they have the light bar and what I'd like to call is floodlights. Right there, those little square guys right there. Those are basically floodlights, and how to mount those up on there too. Which you had all those, but that was like what I spent now is already enough money on that stuff. But you zip tie it all in there. How to run the wiring and all that stuff. How to run it on the rack. That's really cool how to set that deal up for your tail lights and all that, headlights and stuff. Whatever you want to do. Has green and yellow and blue, huh? Okay. Those are probably connectors and stuff, but these instructions are really clean, really nice. Even has a tray to mount the dill for the tail lights. So that's cool. Set that down here for you guys. Here's all the hardware, the bulbs and stuff. Should tell you which one goes what, all the screws. Here's one of the boxes, that's for the tail lights. It was saying on that I just showed you guys. Looks like a fusible link. This should come off, I think. Probably could. I'm not going to try and take it off with one hand. And here's the other dill. That's saying green, red, blue, white. All probably indicators for like signals and headlights, tail lights, or whatever. Here's a strand of blue wired lights. Your zip ties, your double-sided tape, little braces or whatever to put for. Oh yeah, you put these on, and you get your zip ties, run it through, and you zip tie the wire to here on the side, along the side of the body, to hold it from flopping all over. And then there's your hardware there, your buckets and tray and all that. And then let you guys see this up close right here. I hope Trx4 comes out with the 3D printed or molded bed like everybody else is doing, because I don't have a 3D printer. Else I would just print out my own, but I don't have a 3D printer. If somebody's selling the bed insert, please comment below and have a link or something if you could to it. That way I can go check it out and buy it. But yeah, so you can see all the way through. Both light buckets. I mean, this is awesome, man. I didn't know this was coming out, so that's cool. I just happened to go to the hobby store today to get UDR parts that didn't come in, and saw these laying there, so I bought these. Here's your masking deal, where your holes are, where they go, everything. And you have to cut out the tail lights, so that's going to be fun. And headlights. That's going to really be fun to mess with that. But not as bad as cutting that spot right there for the snorkel. Oh, that was a pain in the butt. But yeah, she's a little bit dirty from that last video, so we'll get this set up on there, cut out maybe, and hopefully get these at least mounted. I don't know about running all the wires and stuff, but we'll do that. Alright guys, I'll do that and I'll be back with you. Alright guys, here's the rear. That's masked I'm gonna have to go get an X-Acto knife, I think, guys, because I can't find mine, and my big razor blade type one is not sharp enough for that. And I don't want to chop it all up and make it look like crap. So I'm gonna have to go and get one. But that's the beauty of editing, is like I never left. So, but yes, the Sport is getting more scaled. Or more scale, however you want to say it. There's the front. I could go up a tiny bit, but I hope it doesn't affect it too much. But I don't think it will. I think it'll fit in there snug, like it should. And what's funny is when you guys go to do this masking, these cutouts don't fit over the original sticker headlights. And you want this part right here, right up next to it, just like that right here too. You know what I mean? But I don't think that's weird how it doesn't cover the whole headlight. As you guys can see, here's the reflector right here, or turn signal, and then it has two bigger separated headlights, and this one isn't like that. See that? They're more together, it looks like to me. You know, maybe they're close. So when you do these, you cut that out. You're gonna have to peel this whole grill off, so you don't have that leftover sticking out when you take that off. Because if you put this right where the cutout's at, like that, see, you're gonna get the turn signal, some of the turn signal showing exposed. So yeah, you're gonna have to cut that out, and then boom. I just love how it says Trx4 right in the grill too. I mean, this is cool, guys. I love it. And how this has the tailgate handle, and it says Trx4, and has like little vents or something, fake vents for the bottom of what would be the tailgate. But yeah, that looks sharp, man. It only has a spot for the tail light itself, so I guess there's no turn signals. Those are solid in there. Huh. Unless it has external buckets that where the light barely goes up to it, and then the bucket itself holds like a reverse and turn signal, but I don't know if it's that detailed. But either way, man, this is awesome, dude. I love it. Alright, guys. I will go get that, and I'll be back, and then it'll look like I was here the whole time. But thank you guys for tuning in. And I'll show you guys once I have it cut, and then we'll install it. I'll roll the video through, hopefully installing it after I cut and drill out the holes and all that stuff, the body reamer on the holes on front and back and all that. Alright, guys, I got back and already cut these out, stripped the sticker graphics off. So I'm gonna just set this in the trash can to hold it, so I can pop these in here. So we got the holes there, and the light bucket holes. So let's see if I can do this with one hand and still pay attention to what the heck I'm doing here. Maybe. There we go. There's that one. Get it lined up in the hole here. Get this one. That one's lined up in the hole. Just got to get it lined up around the headlight here. And just like that, that beauty's in there. There it is, the front end. That looks pretty good. Now we gotta do the back end. I didn't strip off the graphics on that on the back because this mainly covers it. It should anyway. We'll find out if it does. If not, I'll just strip it off. I think I went a tad bit lower than I should have on this, but oh well, you know, not perfect. And the key thing is you want to cut bigger or wider than the lines a little bit, because when I was putting that on and the snorkel and all that, if I did it directly on the lines, it would be too small of an area. So try and cut it just a tiny bit on the edge of the outer part of this dotted line, but yeah, see, I went too low on it, but I'll take that off and you won't even be able to tell. I'm not really worried about it, but I thought it sat up higher than that, but I guess not. But oh well, no biggie, doesn't bother me none. Alright, well, I'm going to take this off, strip that off, and then we'll look at the hardware. Alright, got the front end fully installed. Once my phone wants to focus here. There it goes. That's what the front of it looks like. With it all installed, the front end came out cherry. The back end didn't really, but oh well. That's the inner bracing of the rear. This is how it says to do it too, is put those light bucket holders slash grill light braces on first. Should be able just to slide the lights right in there. It says up, it has a little arrow up on there. I don't know if we can get it to see it, but it'll say right, left, L for left, R for right, and it has arrows up, which side's up of the casings and braces and such, which is really nice. I don't know if you see that arrow right there. See that arrow? So that's up, and then it'll say, let's see here, dang it. Yeah, I can't get it to focus in on that, but we'll show you the back end of the truck here. See, it doesn't look too bad. Can barely even tell right there, see? That's some of the brace on it, but I don't care. It's not perfect. The body's going to get scratched eventually anyway, but it sits in there nice. I peeled the whole graphics off that back part, cut it up higher, so it'll go up higher, the lights and stuff, so we should be pretty dang close. It'll be alright, good enough. Alright guys, I'll wire in the lights now. Okay guys, this is a little bit confusing. See how it shows that front brace right there with the two screws? So you automatically screw that on, right? And then right here for the front headlights, it says you need those screws, and then you mount it in. But in reality, you take these screws out and they run through this deal right here, because it has screw holes right there, and you screw that on there with the same screws, and then you put it on. So that was a little confusing, but just to help you guys out with a quick tip on that, that's how you do that. For the front, we'll see how the back is. Okay, and then the rear is this blue and black striped wire right here. Hasn't marked it with red. It just clips on there and then hangs there, you know what I mean? So let's see if we can get this clipped in the right way. I may have to take this off to put it in there, because that has little tabs right here on the sides of it, so the wires don't pull out, which is cool. So let me take that off and then I'll plug them in. And what's nice guys is when you plug these on, they go straight up and down, horizontally or vertically if you're holding it like this from front to back. It's only 4 prongs, so you can't plug it in wrong no matter what. And then you gotta be careful, plug in the thin one and then the big square one on the front headlights here. And that's it, that's all the lights they gave me. And then this guy will plug into your receiver and your ESC. And then you have your big plug right here, which I believe one of these plugs in there. And I think that's it, maybe. I don't know, I'll have to look at the rest of the wiring here, because that says wire harness connector, and that's that little box that all the lights plug into. So this plugs into the wiring harness, so I would imagine it's got to go into that somehow or something. But I will figure it out and I'll show you guys, so hang tight. Alright guys, it's showing to mount this module here, the LED module I believe is what it's called. And then I'll show you guys what you gotta do. Alright, you guys take these two countersunk screws out, and you got a screw right here, and of course on the other side, and you just pop this in here real quick. And to take this out, just lift it, pull it forward, lift it, spin it, and it's out. That simple. Not trying to try to take it out all crazy, but anyway, just in case you guys didn't know. So now we got the whole tranny exposed. Whole area is exposed. So you grab this red guy right here, and you'll route it. If you want, you could route it through this stuff, and then just zip tie it on here. You could possibly zip tie it right there too. Like I got a piece of weed, a little twig in there. There we go, got that out of the way. And then you just run it up, and you really only have a channel right here. It's a third channel right here at the very end, because that's another channel 1. Doesn't really say what channel to put this sucker in, so I'm gonna just try channel 3 like that, because on this paperwork here I don't think it says what channel to go with here. Let's see here. So yeah, on the paper it says channel 3 is fine and stuff, so we'll just run it there. We'll zip tie this up, then this will plug into this guy here. I got it the wrong way here. You just plug this guy in for your power source to your module like that. There we go, it's plugged in there. You can even zip tie it along here or whatever you want to do, or just have it go on the top like that. Yeah, see, it has a little hoop right there, so you can zip tie it on there like that. And then yeah, you just plug that deal into here. It only has 2 spots on this guy, and what I mean by plugging those in only one way, see that? It can only plug in this way, it can't plug in this way, because it only has 2 holes, see that? So those only have 2 prongs, so you can plug it in either one, and those are accessories for extra, like your light bar and your side floodlights or bumper lights or whatever else you put, I guess, as long as it's from Trx4, the wiring and light system. Same with this. This is for other stuff. What did it say? A 4 and 2. Yeah, 4 and 2 wire harness. Says for use with optional accessories, not used with this LED light kit. So you buy more stuff. I guess that's Trx4 lighting for accessories or whatever. Then you can plug it into this yellow and green to give you more stuff. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, let me get it all tidied up, and we'll show it with the lights running. Alright guys, here we go. Here's the lighting. And it makes it look way brighter on the camera than what it actually is, but I mean, they are pretty bright, but I'm trying to see. You get the side orange light there, see that? And then that, it looks way cooler in person versus on the phone, but damn, those things are bright, man. Now all I gotta do is get the light rack, or light bar for the rack, light rack. Let's see, does it blink? No, doesn't blink, they just stay on. That's cool, they look sharp. Let's see how the back looks here. And you guys can run your light wiring harness however you want. There's the rear. Those are pretty bright, man. Looks pretty sharp. So yeah, you can run it however you want with the wiring in the body. I just ran it on the let's see here if I can get it up and over. See, that wire just plugs into that module like I was saying. Let me turn on my bright light again so you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, it just plugs in that module right there. Boom, boom. I just leave it dangling. That way I have more clearance to lift the body. But yeah, that's how I ran it, is on the side like that, you know. And keep your bread ties that you take off of the wiring to unfold it, because they don't give you enough zip ties to mount it along the rack. Inside loops, it has inside loops, and those are mounting points for your wiring harness, light bar, etc. So I kept the bread tie, that long one, and I cut it down into 4 sizes to loop it here and then there also and stuff underneath the battery tray over the transmission, so it'll stay in place, and then one that's on the body itself. Then I'm gonna get Defender fender wells, Trx4 Defender fender wells, and put them on here and mount them to the chassis like my uncle did on his Bronco, to put a aftermarket panhard bar mount for his Bronco, because he's breaking it like I've broken mine. And what I did on that one, if you guys own a Bronco fender well, which I don't have the old one, I put a screw right into the frame and the panhard bar mount piece right through the plastic and drilled into the frame, and I put a screw right through it. That sucker will not break now. I already broke it, but I screwed it in there and it's holding it. So if you do that before you break the plastic one off, I advise you just drill a hole, not very deep, and through the plastic of the panhard bar mount, say that 5 times fast, right in the center of it, and drill it all the way up through, and then put a screw all the way through it and mount it, and that sucker will not move. It. That's the problem, is it flexes out and boom, it snaps right off. So if you put a screw into it like that, it'll hold it and you won't have a problem. With the plastic fender well molded panhard bar mount on the Trx4 Broncos, you'll never have a problem with it breaking ever again. So, and I snapped the front axle housing on it, testing it, and that's how durable it is with that screw in there, which let me grab that and I will show you guys. Man, that looks sharp. I like it. I'm gonna probably paint the Trx4 emblem like silver or something, make it pop. Same with on the back. Alright guys, see, this is what I'm talking about. Snapped it. Boom. But I ramped it pretty sick. Duke City RC Adventures is gonna show it. I cleared, I don't know, like 5 feet at least across. It was pretty wicked. But I snapped that. But the where's the panhard bar mount? It's right, where the heck is it? Oh, there it is. It's right in there. Let me see if I can get a better angle for you guys to see what I'm talking about. So there's the panhard bar mount. I don't know if you can see that screw right there. I'm trying to hold it and show you guys everything at one time. Let me turn that tire some more. See, here's your panhard bar mount. I have a screw right in between these 2 pieces that drop down to mount your link. Yeah, see it? Right underneath the link. Right there. That's where I have it at. I screwed it right in there. I promise you guys, you do that same thing and you'll never break your panhard bar mount on your Bronco ever again. Because that sucker, I mean, look at that. I broke the dang axle housing in half, and that mount is already broken, and it didn't come off after taking about a good 3 or 4 or 5 foot leap in the air from a rock and landing on, I don't know if I landed at the very end of the rock or on dirt, but I mean, it was really cold outside. This thing's heavy, so those 2 combinations will cause that to happen every time. But my servo panhard bar mount deal didn't break, so I promise you guys, you do that, you'll never have a problem with it again. But there's my update, guys, of that. Well, of this guy. And then what I did to that, but I gotta fix it now. So, still waiting for parts for my UDR to come in, since they ordered the wrong ones. And yeah, so there you go, guys. Have a good one. A Happy New Year. Hope you guys had a great Christmas, and I will see you guys next year.